What is going on, guys? Slick B here, and today I'm back again with another episode of Storytime with Slick. Now, I've said I was going to bring these back in the last episode of that was a couple weeks ago. Not really been my main focus. I've been very clustered on this channel. I didn't know what the fuck to do, but I think I finally narrowed my sources. Now, you're watching Verdun in the background. I recently got an update, just to shout out Verdun real quick. Go check that shit out. It is fun as hell to play. Getting killed by flamethrowers and stuff. I had the coolest pistols and little clubs and shit running around. I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea how the classes worked, but it was fun to play. Now, anyway, this is going to be a big topic because I figure, you know, people click and want to watch big topics, right? So how do I get you guys engaged in this series more is to do something that most of you will want to see. So I'm going to talk about my first crush. My first school crush. It started in elementary school, carried over to middle school, and I didn't get over it for a very long time, until high school almost. So what happened, or we'll say the girl's name. Her name was Rachel. I don't think anybody who knows who this girl is watches my videos. Not even my best friends. I don't think they know who this girl is. I didn't meet my best friends until after I was well over this girl. I never talked about her with them. So I'm not too concerned about that. Anyway, if she does watch this, I don't know, I liked you. I'm sorry. But this girl, she was a year older than me. And I remember my friend's mom would babysit us. My friend was a girl. Or my mom's friend would babysit us, and she had a girl who was a year older than me, and the girl had friends, and they would come over. Both of them were very attractive to me, especially little me. I'm talking, you know, like 3rd grade right now. I was young as hell. And this girl, Rachel, I just thought she was like perfect. And, you know, everybody knows how their first crush is. You think the person is perfect. You absolutely love them no matter what. And, I mean, you're in like 3rd grade and you think you know what love is. You think, I mean, at least I did. I was like, I love this girl. I love the shit out of her. I remember I got a picture of her somehow. I guess this is kind of stalkish level, right? But I mean, this is like 4th grade. I was stalking this girl, maybe, I don't know. But every time I'd see her in the hallway, I'd get like all choked up, like palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, you know what I mean? And absolutely adored this girl. I don't know what it was. I never really talked to her, aside from when I was at my mom's friend's house to be babysat, because I was still a baby. Never talked to her or anything like that. Now, this is where the story gets very interesting and funny. So, I liked this girl a lot. Never had the courage to talk to her. This is elementary school. I mean, it's not big boy stuff yet. I mean, you think a hug or touching hands is crazy. You know, that's like honeymoon shit right there. None of that ever happened. I liked her, blah, blah, blah. Life went on. I was still in elementary school, and she went off to middle school, so I was in 5th grade. I still I still liked her, and I don't know, I think Facebook was a thing at that time. Did I have Facebook in 5th grade? Maybe I had Facebook in 5th grade. I don't know, but I did. I enjoyed thinking of this girl. Middle school comes around, and I see her in middle school, and that's when you start to, you know, obviously date. Now, I'm not saying I condone dating in middle school. All of my middle school girlfriends and crushes and likes and shit like that were all so stupid and so minute. And obviously, things happen in middle school. Everybody's experimenting, so it's a very interesting social environment. But I did still like this girl. I had other crushes in middle school. Maybe we'll talk about them in a separate video. But I still like this girl. And then I remember she went off to high school. And I remember like the past couple days, I started playing an instrument because this girl played an instrument. How crazy is that? She played clarinet. I started playing clarinet. I don't know if it was subconsciously. I'm pretty sure I chose clarinet because she played it. I mean, like, I'm not going to insult you if you play clarinet. It's a cool instrument. Don't get me wrong. But me at the time, that's not me. I don't know why I played clarinet. It had to be because this girl played clarinet. So I learned how to play it, and then she went off to high school, and I stopped playing it because she was gone. I wanted to just see her in like rehearsals and stuff. But then high school comes around, and I grew a set. I grew out of what I was in middle school. Again, I'm not trying to demean anybody, but in middle school, I went through a phase of like a big phase. I had like the long Justin Bieber hair. I dyed my hair. I wore girls' jeans for a period of time. Like, I feel like everybody goes through that phase. Every guy goes through that phase. So I went through that phase, and it didn't work out for me. And I'm not saying it, like, skinny jeans work on some guys. I mean, my roommate Simon wears skinny jeans. He's a tall, like, skinny dude. It works for him. My body type did not work with skinny jeans. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. It didn't work. Long hair did not work with me. I have long hair now, but it's a little different. It's short on the sides. Obviously, I have a part and stuff like that. I had this long hair. It looked like I wore a German helmet every day of my life. And then when I dyed my hair purple, well, it was actually blue, and it was an excuse. I said that Halloween was an excuse to dye my hair, but I was really wanting to do it. And it was permanent. I didn't mean to make it permanent, and it was awful. And I straightened my hair and all this shit. I was experimenting. I was going through phases. But I grew out of that. At the end of middle school, I was introduced to lacrosse. I met my best friends that I know now. And this girl slowly became irrelevant, right? It's very weird how these stories, like how this goes full circle. So she became kind of irrelevant. Didn't really think about her much. I had some girlfriends. I had a couple girlfriends during the time. Met new people. I had a new crush that I liked. And now it's 9th grade, right? I have new short hair. I'm going into the jock side of things, even though I wouldn't say I was a jock ever. I just played a sport. I played a sport that I love. I was never like the popular kid or the prep or the jock. I was never any of that. I just had my group of friends. We chilled, did stupid shit in the basement before school. Maybe I'll tell. That's a story for a different day too. We used to knock down ceiling tiles on accident playing lacrosse in the basement, but yeah. So anyway, this girl becomes irrelevant, 9th grade. And then I think it's 10th grade. And this is before I meet my ex. My ex I met in 10th grade. And we dated from June of 10th grade until last October, or this October. So obviously I didn't cheat on her. I never cheated on her. I never talked to any other girls while I was with her. So it was before I met my ex. 10th grade was an interesting year for me. I had a girlfriend in the beginning of 10th grade that was very, that's a story for a different day too. But she was bad. Everybody wanted me to break up with her. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know. But there was some point when I was talking, and I ended up getting my elementary school's crush's number. I think I said that right. So I got her number, and I remember talking to her, and she was interested in me. And I paid her no mind. And it was crazy. Because, I mean, she was a year older than me, so she was in 11th grade at this time. And I was talking to her, and she lived down the street from me. And, like, we had great conversations and all of this stuff. And I paid her no mind. I stopped talking to her for this ex that was questionable. And everybody wanted me to... I don't know why I did that in my right mind, and it's crazy. So I guess the lesson that I'm trying to say is, like, maybe if you're younger and you have a crush right now, maybe it can go full circle. But when it does go for full circle, if it does, I'm sure this happened to somebody else. This is very weird. I'm jumping back and forth. If this has happened to somebody else, how weird is it? It's such a weird thing to look back at, because I liked this girl so much. And I still find her attractive. I'm sure she's still attractive to this day. Like, her mom was very pretty. And I can't see her, you know, being like an early, you know, I'm being truthful with some girls. And guys, too. You know, you look really good when you're young, and then age happens fast. This is not the case. She's beautiful. She was very pretty. I don't know why I stopped talking to her in 10th grade. I don't know why I just cut that shit off. I just stopped talking to her. It's interesting. It's very weird how the human brain works. But I guess this is a interesting story. I mean, nothing happened between us, and it's just weird how I liked her, and then she I think she liked me, at least. I mean, I could be completely wrong. Maybe she just talked to me because she felt bad for me. But we talked about hanging out and stuff like that, and it never happened, and I just kind of cut it off. I stopped talking to her. But yeah, I guess that's been the story time today. This is my first crush. It's been about 10 minutes. I feel like I'm rambling. I'm gonna get better at these as they go along. I'm not a great storyteller, so this is me kind of fixing that. I'm gonna talk to, you know, nothing while watching me play Verdun, and that should help me become a better storyteller. My friends always rag on me about it and stuff like that. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave your suggestion down below with something that you'd like to find out. It's not really a question. I don't want you to ask me a question. I just want you to assume that something's happened to me and ask me to tell a story. Maybe my worst injury, my best moment, you know what I mean? The funniest thing that's ever happened to me. And I'll have to do some hard thinking. I can't think of the funniest thing that's happened to me in my life offhand, but I'm sure if I ask my friends, like, what's the funniest shit that we've ever done, blah blah, and I'll figure it out and I'll tell that story. Maybe I can have some guests on this. I know my friends are coming down in a couple of months to visit me, so they obviously have stories that we've done and shit like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, been your boy Slick. And Rachel, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. You can't be up now. We could talk. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace. I'm gonna cry.
You get the feeling where you want to run your mouth through the tap?
What?
You want to run your mouth through the tap? Yeah?